welcome in. We are going to be shipping some orders live. I have awaiting shipment. Let's see. I have 11 eBay orders going out, and then I have one Posh order going out. So hang out, see what's sold. Feel free to ask questions while I am shipping out orders. Lots of goodies going out. Lots of good day in sales yesterday. Over the night, we sold one more Posh order yesterday. After the live, I didn't sell any more eBay orders until this morning. So yeah, got some good stuff going out. Appreciate you guys hopping in. Let's see. We have $442.42 in eBay sales from yesterday. Yesterday was really good out of nowhere. Just like took off. First. See, I said it again. Yesterday was really good though. Really good day in sales. We had men's stuff. I don't think we had any women's stuff sell, but we did have some kids stuff sell. So lots of goodies. Lots of goodies selling yesterday. We'll go ahead and start with, let me slide this over and let me log in. I always forget to log into Shippo. I do this every single morning. Every morning I forget to log into Shippo. I don't know what it is. Because I have to log in and then go onto my email to log into. So it takes me a little bit. What's up, Dora? What's up, Juliet? Welcome in. Lots of goodies going out the door. Should be a pretty quick live today. Kayla's getting the numbers ready. And then we're going to start setting up for the show tonight. Tonight's WN show is going to be really small. Reason being is because we got stuff we got to do tonight with the kiddos. So we're going to try to keep the show really small. Hey, I didn't have to send the thing to my email. That worked out. Do you have any hangers left? She's all out. She's all out of hangers. What's up, Teach? Somebody wants to buy item on Posh. How do you know? I'm new to it. How do I know if somebody wants to buy an item on Posh? They either buy it or they send an offer. And if they send an offer on Posh and you accept it, the offer usually always goes through. There's very few instances where it doesn't go through. So yeah, the trunk or treat. That's what we're doing today, is a trunk or treat. So we'll probably be, I'm hoping we're on at 8. If not, we'll be like 15 minutes late. But it's only a 70 item show, so it's going to be a really quick show. I'll make sure I put something in the comments saying like, hey, we might be a little late tonight, so just bear with us. What's up, Miguel?
At 8, so we'll be back.
Yeah, it ends at 8. I could sneak away like 5 minutes early and just start the show. But I know when we get home, Joey's going to be not wanting to go to bed. So that's why I'm saying we might be a little bit late with his lightsaber. Yeah, he came in at, what was it, 2:30 in the morning yesterday. I bought him a lightsaber from Walmart. And he came in 2:30 in the morning. All you saw was the red light going down from the kitchen to our room. And you heard the, and we're like, what in the world? 2:30 in the morning, that kid's up with a lightsaber.
Your fault.
And then he said he's hungry, so Kayla gave him a donut and then he fell asleep. What site do you want to sell items in bulk to other resellers? It's called listit, lystit.net. Yeah, he's raving again. That's what he's doing. lystit.net. Trisha says, hi, Kayler. You'll probably see her in the background. How do you do with low offers? I feel like I'm losing counter high, and if they don't come up, then you don't make the sale. So that's my Teach says hi too. What's up, Teach? Yeah, there's people that will lowball you, and they're just trying to get a really good deal, and you can't take it to heart. You can't feel like it's something that you've done. By the way, is my connection good this morning? I keep getting connection errors. I feel like, yeah, I do sleep. I actually slept till like 10 o'clock today. I keep getting, it's like super slow. Connection's good? Okay. I was trying to download a video today to post, and it was like going like so slow. I was like, what the heck is going on? And then even like restream to get this set up, it was going like really slow this morning too. Tell me to use a lightsaber on anyone handing out Tootsie Rolls or Sweet Tarts. Yeah, I don't like Tootsie Rolls or Sweet Tarts. I actually hate Tootsie Rolls. I don't know. Do you like Tootsie Rolls?
I like the flavored ones.
Flavored ones? I just don't like them because they get stuck in your teeth. No matter how you eat those things, they get stuck in because you have to chew on them. They get stuck in your teeth. They're probably, I would say I actually enjoy candy corns better than Tootsie Rolls. That's a yeah.
Candy corns are good.
Candy corns are better than Tootsie Rolls, that's for sure. The flavored ones, Kayla knows. Yep.
Yeah,
Salvi says Kayla knows. Tootsie are one molecule away from being plastic. Yeah, that's true. It's like you're chewing on plastic. That's facts. What do you think about the average hourly rate for mid-range salaries for WN? It just depends on what you sell. I can't even come up with a number because it really just depends on what you sell. If you sell Pokemon cards, you're going to make less per unit than we are selling clothing, right? So it really just depends on what you're selling. And then also it also depends how long you've been doing it, right? Because if you've been growing your audience for a long time, you're going to see better results than if you just started yesterday, you know. But you can make a full-time income. There's plenty of people that do, plenty of people that do pallets. Appreciate you, Michelle. Plenty of people that do pallets that make really good money because they're just volume sellers. If you're making $2 per unit, but you're selling a unit every 15 seconds, you're making good money. You're making $6 every minute, usually, because you have, you know, time between each auction. But if you're just boom, 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 even if people would say like $2 a unit it doesn't make sense to me, but $2 a unit makes perfect sense if you're selling 3 units per minute or 4 units per minute. You're making $8 per minute, right? What does it mean when somebody shares your item? It just means they went to your closet, they shared it to their followers, but it really doesn't do much for you. You need to share your own closet. That means you push your stuff up in search every time you share. So, what's up, Darlene? Welcome in. Can possible buyers see if you have declined other offers? No, it won't say that. Shots fired. Tootsie Rolls greater than candy corn. I think it is. I think they are. Start your WHOs for what you're willing to let it go for. That's a good point. I say that all the time too. Whatever you're willing to let the stuff go for, that's where you should start your auction. You shouldn't start your auction at $1 and then be mad because people aren't bidding up your items. That's just that's a bad way of running your auctions. I found my first double RL piece for $1 the other day. Let's go. What kind of a double RL was it? Emily, was it like a jeans? Was it a jacket? What was it? On Nifty, is it possible to list items in bulk to other platforms from so like downloading? If you import your items, you have to individually click on each one. If you put your photos into Nifty, let it generate the listing, and then you do it in bulk, you can do it all at one time. So if you've already have them on the e-platform, you bring them in, and then you have to cross-list them. But even cross-listing individually, it only takes like 15 seconds to cross-list to all the platforms, because all your information should be correct when you start cross-listing, because you already have all the information correct on eBay. You don't have to go through and edit anything. Do you block buyers often? Not very often. I'll block buyers when they're like irate, but even if they lowball me, I'm not going to block a buyer for that. This doesn't make any sense to block a buyer for something like that. Speaking of Nifty, let me go into Nifty really quick, because I do have one Posh sale. All the rest are eBay sales. All the rest are eBay sales. So I'm going to use Shippo a lot today, and I'll show you guys how Shippo works again. Little tutorial on Shippo, and then we'll just go ahead and ship the rest really fast. So this actually sold really quickly. This is a Ralph Lauren Dillard's blazer. It's a really basic blazer. I really don't even know where I got this from. I think I got it in a bulk buy like a long time ago. It was in one of the bags after we moved, and we're like, hey, I've never seen that before. Why is that here? So I listed it really low. I just wanted to move it really quick. I have no clue what I paid for this because it was just sitting in a pile of junk that I need to list. Death pile. This one sold for 22 bucks. It only took 2 days to sell. So it goes to show you that basic Ralph Lauren blazers will sell. You just got to price them to sell. I didn't really care how much it sold for. I priced it at 25. Nifty sent out a 10% out offer. This person accepted for 22 bucks. If I had to guess, I probably only paid like $4 or $5 for these because I hardly ever buy these. So if I got this in a bulk buy, my offer to the bulk buy guy was like, hey, I'll take this, but it's like $4 is what I'm going to pay for. And usually he just takes those lower offers. So nice little sale right there. Basic. It was in my store for 2 days. I'll take it. I didn't have to sit on it, wait for it to sell. And it's not something I would suggest picking up unless you're shopping at the bins and you can get these for like $1 or $2. You could list these basic blazers for really cheap and move them very fast, because lots of people want too much money for these online. If you price them low, you'll get them to sell. Want anything? Yep. Appreciate you, Teach. Appreciate you, Teach. That's the only Posh sale. All the rest are eBay sales today. We should be able to show listing would be subject to the promoted ad fee when you receive an offer. I think it does. Hoarding. If you look at your offer, it says it on the right below on the offer, like this listing will be like subject to an promoted listings fee. I believe it does. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it does now. Who started selling? Should I change my home address to my PO box? You can if you want to. That's completely up to you. PO boxes are really cheap, so if you want to change it over, feel free to. I don't have mine currently, but I am going to be changing to a PO box here very soon. Denim shorts, the cowboy ones with a lot of embroidery. Those are good. Those are good. It's too bad you found shorts right now because shorts are kind of going out of season, but they're double RL. They're going to sell either way. So good find. I mean, finding them where you found them at the price you found them, that's easy money. All right, let's go in and ship some orders via Shippo. I'm going to show you guys how Shippo works. If you don't know, I have a link somewhere on my profile. I'm on TikTok, so I can't say exactly where it is. But if you find that link, if you spend $25 on Shippo, you get $25 for free shipping labels. So basically, it's free money. You might as well go get it. Items, I found almost every single item that weighs a pound or more. You get a better rate using Shippo than you do using discounted eBay rates. So ship your heavier items on Shippo, jeans, jackets, things like that, especially heading into the winter season. Ship your jackets on Shippo, and then spend that $25, and you're going to get $25 in free labels. So it's literally free money. You don't have to sign up. If you want to, there's a subscription for $20 a month for like basically you can ship like 10,000 items a month. I know most of you aren't even going to get close to that. But if you don't want to sign up, you get 30 labels per month you can ship without having any kind of subscription. So 30 labels a month, you should be able to hit that free $25. Get your free $25, see if you like the platform. And what I would suggest is ship all your heavier items on Shippo. All the other stuff, if you just want to ship on eBay, that's completely fine. How many listings do you do every day? We're trying to get back up to doing 20 per day. 20 per day. But we're not there yet. We're super busy with all the shows we do and everything. We're super busy. We're trying. All right, we're gonna ship these jeans. These were listed for just a couple days, if I remember correctly. These Levi's were listed for 2 days, and they sold. These are vintage, made in USA Levi's, 560, and they're size 46. I thrifted these for like $4. Always look out for vintage Levi's. They do sell very, very, very well. Let me bring you guys over to good old Shippo. If you're watching this on TikTok, go over to Facebook or YouTube really quick because I'm going to share the screen with them. But sold for $34.99. Buyer was all in for $44.99. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit view order, and I'm actually going to go into, hang on, I'm going to go into eBay really quick and show you guys how much it's going to cost me to ship these. Let me get a bag really quick and weigh this out. But right now it's telling me it's going to cost me $8.85 to ship these Ground Advantage. Let me see if this will fit. It should fit into this poly bag. This is a big old pair of jeans. I see all the questions over there. I'm gonna come back and answer those questions in just a second. Let me get this all packaged away. So usually, like I said, anything over a pound, you're gonna get a better rate using Shippo as opposed to eBay discounted rates. So if we go over to eBay right now, I'm probably gonna get a violation. I'm saying eBay a lot today. $8.85 to ship these, as long as they're 2 pounds. These actually might be 3 pounds because these are heavy, heavy jeans. Let me see. They are, yes, they are 3 pounds. So we have to adjust this really quick. So it's $8.85 still to ship these. Let's see if we get a better rate on Shippo. $8.85. We're going to go over to Shippo. We're going to go to custom dimensions, and we're going to go to a 2 to 3 pound bag. And as you can see, let's see, $7.92. Same exact service. We're shipping these with Ground Advantage. So I'm saving myself almost $1 shipping with Shippo. There you go. And again, if you spend 25, you get 25. So on top of that, you're going to save another 25 bucks as soon as you spend $25. You probably could literally spend the $25 in one day and get your free $25 in one day. So go through the link, sign up. I'm going to put the link in the chat too over on Facebook and YouTube. But I'm going to purchase this label, confirm purchase. It's going to charge my card, and then I'm just going to print out the label straight from Shippo. Really easy to do. Go save that money. Buy now versus auction. I do everything buy it now. Buy it now, best offer. I think buy it now, best offer is the best option for almost all platforms, except for an auction website like WN. That's just, they're built off of doing auctions. But nowadays, people want their stuff fast. The only reason WN works is because it's not like a 3-day auction. It's a literally that day auction. It ends that day, right when you're bidding. So there you go. Save a buck. I'm going to throw, again, the link in the chat if I can remember how to get my link. It's been a couple days. Let me type it in. There we go. Give me 1 second to load this page. Man, my computer's going so slow today. It's not even funny how slow this thing's going today. Custom links. Have you ship individually takes a lot of time. You can make labels in bulk. You can, but that also means that you went and weighed each and every one of your items before you shipped, which means you spent the time beforehand So I'm spending the time after. It ends up being the same amount of time. You just spent the time beforehand to weigh each one of your items to add that to your listing. I'm doing it afterwards. And that's the Shippo link. The Shippo update, eBay, yes, it automatically updates. You link your account to Shippo. So whatever account you use, you link it to Shippo. And as soon as you ship, it adds that label information to eBay. So automatically it puts it in. Is it worth it to try to sell on Etsy? I don't sell anything on Etsy. You can try if you want. I think Etsy's more for vintage, and I don't sell much vintage. So, you recommend bundles on eBay? I always do everything individually. So I list everything individually, and then people bundle their own stuff. So if they like 2 of my shirts, they'll bundle. And also on that platform, I have it set to where if they buy 2 or more items, they get free shipping automatically. So, and they also save 10% if they spend $50 or more. So they get double discounts, so that entices them to bundle. So I let them pick their own bundle instead of me making their bundle for them, if that makes sense. What are the dimensions on Shippo? It says 9x12. Yes, Shippo uses bag dimensions, kind of similar to Pirate Ship. If you put your item in a bag, you only need 2 dimensions. You don't need 3. That's why you're saving money. So that's what I just did right there. 9x12 is my dimensions for my bags. It's only using 2 dimensions. So Shippo free. It's free to use 30 packages a month. So you can do 30 labels per month, absolutely free. You don't need any subscription. If you do more than 30, it's $20 a month to do like 10,000 packages. Again, most of you probably won't hit that. If you just ship your heavier items every month, you're just going to end up using 30 to ship those out, if that makes sense. Still so slow today. Is it just me or others too? I haven't had any sales yet today. I had a lot of sales yesterday though. So for me, it's doing good. I just got Preloved Partner badge. Did you notice any benefit? I didn't really see any benefit to it, to be honest. I think I didn't see like a huge increase in sales. It's just cool to have the Preloved Partner badge. Tried to share WN show yesterday to you. They were selling Polo Olympic collabs, new attack items. Damn, I always miss those. For some reason, when I get a message, I don't see it. It doesn't pop up on my, like it doesn't add like a notification on my screen for some reason. I guess it's because I got so many messages and I didn't read a bunch of them that they don't send me messages anymore. Why are we back over here? Because they unlocked me. They unlocked me. What's up, Amy? How do you change your shipping on eBay after you've already put it through eBay? Like you already bought a label, you have to go and cancel the label, and then you have to repurchase the label. You have to go into your labels, into the labels section on that platform, and then you have to repurchase the label. You can't change it after you bought it. So if you've already bought the label and you like made a mistake with your name or the buyer's name for some reason, you can't like go in and edit it. And there's no way to edit it. You already purchased the label. You got to cancel the label. And I think it takes 30 days for you to get a refund on the label. When you say you post 10 items a day, do you just repost? No, that's 10 new items. 10 new items. We're trying to do 20 per day. Back to 20 per day. Like yesterday I listed 12. I'm trying to get to 20. Although right now in Nifty, in our inventory and our drafts, we have 39 drafts ready to go. So we will be getting back to 20 per day. We're going to get back to it. Yeah, let everybody know who the seller was too. Everybody wants to know who the Polo seller is. All right, let's ship another item real quick. Let me see. Do I have another heavier item? I think I do. I have a jacket over here. Let me see. This one right here. This is a good one. Actually, I undersold this. I probably should have listed this for around 40. Took a best offer. Nifty sent out a 10% out offer, but these are really good. These are the heavyweight Ralph Lauren full zip with the big, thick tassels. Got your hit right there, drawstrings, I mean. And this is hooded. And this is a men's 3XLT, so it's a really big and tall size. Money item. Always look out for these. This was good. I think I picked this up in a bulk buy locally too. This is going to go into a big bag. I think they're over here. Let me see. You know what the big bags are? Like the big poly bags. Is this one of them? I think that might be my last one actually. Uh-oh, I'll have to order some more of these. But this is going to go into one of these. It's a big old poly bag, and I use these specifically for big items like this. I could probably fit it into a regular poly bag, but it would be like super, super tight. So how do you store coats? I have a rack. Those racks behind me that you can see that she's hanging stuff up on, I have one specifically for hanging jackets. That's how it works. Yeah, I could fit them again. I could put them in the inventory system, but they would take up way too much space, kind of like what this is going to take up. So I wouldn't put it in there. Just too much space is taken with those. I would suggest hanging them. This one also is 3 pounds, so let's go ahead and see how much will this cost to ship on the bay. This is going to cost $8.58 to ship. I'll show you guys this over on this screen. Boom, boom. $8.58 to ship is what this will cost. If we go over to Shippo, which is right here, I got to find the order really quick. I think it's, where is it at? There it is right there. So there it is right there. We're going to go into this listing and we're going to do this one at 3 pounds. Let's see if we save any money on this one. So what did I say? $8.58, I think. $7.17. So we're saving literally over $1 shipping this through Shippo. Boom. Save money. Might as well save money. Over $1 saved shipping this with good old Shippo. So try it out. I mean, I put the link in the chat. Just use it. I mean, you're going to save money on heavier items. You might as well save the money. And then again, you spend $25, you get $25 for free. Literal free money. You can't not pick up free money. It's just free money. For bulky sweaters, do you put those in numerical inventory? No, but I probably should have an inventory system for those. I just have one rack, so I don't really need a huge inventory system for those, because if I need to find one, I just know it's on that singular rack. The rack I use is right there. So all my jackets just hang up on that one. What size poly bag is that? It's a big one. I don't know off the top of my head, but it's like 18 by like 25 or 24 or something like that. It's huge. For Shippo over Pirate Ship. So the only reason I prefer Shippo over Pirate Ship, because the rates are exactly the same. The only difference is Shippo offers more services to ship with, and you spend 25, you get 25 through my link. Everything else is pretty much the same. I've seen you live at WN Thrift Store. How the heck do you sort after? So that's a good question. So live at the thrift, you put titles into your WN show. So if I ever do a WN show, it's been a while that I do them live on TikTok now, but if I ever do a WN show, what I would do is, like, if I picked up this Untuck It shirt and it was a men's size extra large, I would write in the title, green men's Untuck It shirt size extra large. The chances of me finding another green size extra large Untuck It shirt during that live thrift is very, very small. So as long as you put your titles in correctly, afterwards when I ship, I just look for the green size extra large Untuck It shirt. Super easy. How do I delete a sale on Nifty if I already marked it as sold? How do you delete a sale on Nifty? It already marked it as sold. How do you delete it? What do you mean? On the analytics? Why are you deleting it if it's sold on the analytics? That doesn't make any sense. Keep it on the analytics page. That way it keeps it on. Once it sells, it automatically delists off all platforms. If it didn't, because like for some reason you have your platforms linked incorrectly or something it wasn't linked, you go into the listing, you highlight, you click on the box next to it, and then you click delist, and it'll delist from all the other platforms. But on the analytics, you will never have to delete it off the analytics. This is Danny. I changed my channel name to Lighthouse Resale. What's up, Danny? I got to remember that now, Danny. I'm probably going to make a mistake. I'm so used to seeing your other profile picture. Does Shippo have an app? I don't know if it has an app. I just use it on the computer. It probably does have an app. Actually, you guys could probably look it up and see if it's on the App Store. But when I'm shipping, I ship on the computer. So I just open up shippo.com. This is the first month I have purpose and my profits paying off our new mortgage. It's slow month. Anything I make funding the mortgage is used for buying more inventory. I hit my goal, and I typically would like to hit the goal at the halfway point through the month. Scary. That's awesome. That's a cool little goal to do. You use your extra money. Once you pay down the mortgage, you use the excess money to buy new inventory. That's smart. I like that. I have 144 active listings, been at it for 5 months. I know I don't need a store, but I want to try and figure out how to put something on sale, and I can't seem to do it without a store. Yeah, so to do a sale, you need a store. That's one of the perks you get with having a store. So if you want to do it, you got to buy a store. I think the store subscription is like $8 a month. So the base store subscription is $8 a month. That will get you the ability to put sales and stuff like that and do markdowns. Also give coupons and things like that. Nifty's posting old items. It happens 5 times. Has that happened to you? It doesn't happen often. I think it's happened like once or twice when they first started. I haven't had it happen since then. If you do see that happen often, reach out to Nifty, and what they'll do is they'll look into why it happened, and then they'll try to solve the issue. So just reach out, let them know what items were listed twice. Also, what I would do is once a week, download all of your listings. So do a resync, check and see if any new listings have come on. There's also on Nifty's inventory dashboard, there is a spot that says duplicates. It's right at the top. As you can see, mine says 0. There's a spot that says duplicates right there at the top. I'll show you guys too, bring you guys along for the journey. It says duplicates right there. So if you have duplicates, it'll say duplicates, and then you can just click on that and go through and delist all the duplicates. But I don't have that happen. Obviously, I have 0 right now, so I don't have that happen often at all. If you are having issues, just reach out to support. They always will help you. Why did eBay listing say pre-love partner? What is that about? They sent me an email like almost a year ago. Somebody in the chat said, over on Facebook or YouTube said that they got it too. They just reached out and said, I guess I reached some metrics, and they were like, hey, do you want to be a pre-love partner? And I was like, sure. I don't know what benefits you get. To be honest, I don't think you get any benefits. It's just a badge that shows on your store because you have reached good metrics with selling pre-owned items. So it gives the buyer more confidence buying your items. But it's just a random email you'll get from eBay. Are you putting your things? Yes, I'm promoting on the Bay. I'm not promoting on Posh. Posh is pay-per-click. I would never do a pay-per-click promotion. It doesn't make any sense for the stuff that we sell doing pay-per-click. All right, I showed kind of how Shippo works. I'm not going to bore you guys with flipping the screen every single time and showing you. If you want to go back and watch, you can always watch this on replay. I'm going to ship the rest and just talk about each item that sold. Men's extra large untucked shirt. I sell these all the time. Sold for full price, $22.99 plus shipping. $22.99 plus ship. But yeah, sign up for Shippo if you haven't. Free 25 bucks after you spend $25 on labels. How do you build your customers when you first started? On what platform? Which platform are we talking about? If we're talking about the Bay does all the work for me. I don't have to. They bring the customers to you. That's the best. If you're talking about WN, I built it by bringing my social media audience to the auction site. But all the rest of them, they automatically they just bring the people to you. That's part of the fees you pay is their advertising costs. So they advertise for you. They get people in the door, and then you make sales. And they post it all over the place. If somebody Googles an item and they're looking for it, your listing will pop up. Received an offer and sold a jacket. The buyer wants me to return. Said they did not authorize the purchase. Well, that's too bad. They're going to have to return it. And if you have buyer pays return shipping, they're going to have to pay for return shipping. If you don't have returns, then there's nothing that they can do. They'll have to reach out to support and see what the support will do for them. But they did authorize the purchase. They're just trying to get a free return is what they're trying to do. Unfortunately. Sorry, I'm new to this, but I watched that. No, feel free to ask questions. I love the questions. Even if you've asked the same question I've been asked before, I will answer it. For the person, Nick, is that you? Did you change up? See, I got a live restriction. I was saying Bay too much. I knew it was going to happen. I'm going to end and come right back here because I got a restriction, and that's just the way it helps. So come right back. I'm going to be live. I'm still live on the other platforms though. BRB happens every time. I was saying eBay too much this morning. I knew it as soon as I heard myself saying it too much. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a restriction. That's actually the first day in like 3 days I've got a restriction on TikTok. So, and it's just a little short restriction. It's not like anything crazy. So we'll restart over there. Nick, is that you, by the way? Did you change your name over on YouTube? I think you have the same image. But it just feels better to him, yeah. Surfs is not a pre-love partner. Just feels good to be better than him. Yeah, it is. It does feel good to be better than him. I bought the button tool for my husband to use when he takes his photos. He's very grateful for you sharing yours. We never knew such tool existed. I know. Chris, speaking of surfs and Chris, they make fun of me for promoting this tool. They're like, that tool is such a girly tool. It's like, my fingers hurt. But it does help. Trust me, it does help. Like when you're buttoning stuff, and it's so cheap. It's like, I think it's $3 on this platform or $4. And then over there, it's like $8 where you find it. I mean, it's so cheap, like $8 for this. And this thing will probably last forever. So for some reason, it randomly changed my username instead of my name. Yeah, I see your name. So you see it on the screen. I don't see Nick anymore. I'm like, Nick, is that you? I gotta catch a couple of your jokes to know if it's truly you or not. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry for that. I don't know why that happened. All right, next up, this was listed for literally 0 days. I literally listed this yesterday and it sold within 1 day. These are a pair of Peter Millar twill cotton pants. I picked these up at Red, white, and blue. I got something in my eye. Picked these up at Red, white, and blue. I think I paid either 10 or 15 bucks for these. I knew these were going to sell fast. And these sold. Man, I got an eyelash in my eye. It's going to bother me now. Okay, I think we're good. But sold really quick. 0 days listed. I listed them yesterday and they sold yesterday. Is there a simple process to integrate to pay? No. 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 Not that I know of, anyway. I know Nifty doesn't integrate with the SH platform that you said. Doesn't integrate. I don't even know if I can say that platform here. I don't know if TikTok will get mad if I say that platform here. I got to be careful. I already got a restriction today. I don't want to get another one. Another one. All right, this is going to be 15 ounces, 13 to 15 ounces. It's going to cost me, I charge the buyer $10 for shipping. It's only cost me $6.59 to ship these pants out. I'm glad you showed the button tool. Arthritis has wrecked my hands from sewing career. I bought it for nice. Yeah, I love it. I love it. And like I said, I mentioned this last night. I was on TikTok live last night. If you're following me on Facebook or YouTube, go follow me on TikTok because I do some lives there just exclusively. It's just much easier to use my phone to go live instead of the computer sometimes. But I showed my fingers. My fingers last year used to have like really bad cracking on the top of my fingers. And it's just specifically because I was touching so much clothes and it was drying out my fingers every single time I touched the clothes. So now using this tool, I don't have to worry about that. My fingers are actually getting a lot healthier. But it was years and years of working at the post office and touching mail. I would dry my fingers out, and then on top of that, then I came home and touched a bunch of clothes, and my fingers just got wrecked. What size of the box they put your inventory in? 12 by 12 by, or no, sorry. They're 28 by 8 by 8. You can find them, hang on. All those items that I use every day are linked here once I get this to open. Wow, this computer, I don't know what it is today. Why this computer's going so slow? You can find it here. Go to the products we use on a daily basis section, and those boxes are there for you to buy. Do you mainly list on all platforms? No, I use nifty.ai to do so. If you go search, you can find a place where you can get a 7-day free trial and you can save 15% off your first month. If you're watching this over on Facebook or YouTube, I'm going to also throw that link in there since we're getting questions about that too. I might as well just throw the link and help you guys find it a lot quicker. But that's in Facebook and YouTube. So you're watching over there. If you want to go over the other live, you can click on the link immediately. And I'm going to get a violation again just for saying that word. It's going to be one of them days. I'm just going to get back to back violations. I can't help it today. Anyways, FootJoy, men's FootJoy long sleeve shirt. I don't find these too often. This is like a newer label of FootJoy too. There's one more newer label. This is like another newer label that you should look out for. This one sold for $20.70, little bread and butter sale. Easy to find, easy to list, easy to ship. What's up, Frenchie? What's up, Frenchie? How do you decide shipping costs for the buyer when weighing after you sell? I do flat rate shipping, Misty. So items under a pound, I charge $7 shipping for. Items between 1 to 2 pounds, I charge $10 shipping for. And items over 2 pounds, I charge $12 shipping for. And it usually always works out that I make a little bit of money on shipping with those flat rate costs. 12 ounces. What is this going to ship for? Not 12 ounces, 10 ounces. This is going to ship out for $6.18 over on Shippo. How much did Peter Millar sell for? Mine's not selling. The Peter Millar, what did I sell? Peter Millar, oh, pants, they sold for $50, but they were brand new with tags. The retail on those are like $198. I found them at a thrift store for like 10 or 15 bucks. I can't remember what I paid, but that's what they sold for. With Peter Millar, you got to list low. So if you're listing like dress shirts and things like that, $22.99 plus ship. You got to treat them like Ralph Lauren shirts. You can't list them too high. Nifty's such a game changer. Holy cow. I'm trying to tell you guys. I've been trying to tell a lot of people for a long time. Somebody commented, I can get into this. I'm actually probably going to make a post on this and it's probably going to rile some people up. But somebody mentioned, they said something, they commented on yesterday's post on Facebook. Nifty doesn't keep my SKUs in order. Like on their page, like on their dashboard, or like on the platform itself, it doesn't keep them in order because it does delist relist, and I guess they have their SKUs on that platform all in order, and when Nifty delisted and relisted, it put them out of order. That doesn't make any sense because your SKU is in your SKU field, so even if it's out of order, when you sell an item, you should be able to find it. And they said better lister is better because it keeps it all in order. And I said, you are so lost if you think Better Lister is better. It it just isn't. It's better at making titles, but when it comes to delisting and relisting, sending out offers, sharing your Poshmark closet, keeping up with analytics, being able to actually cross list, being able to cross list immediately after you generate the listing using AI, it destroys Better Lister. And on top of that, Better Lister is more expensive per listing. It just is. It's 50 cents per listing. If you look at how much Nifty costs, Nifty is for the high end plan is $89.99 per month, and you get 500 credits, 500 credits, and you get all of those extra perks. It's just better. Like if you buy Better Lister, you still got to buy another cross listing service just to be able to cross list. So do the math. You're paying way more money. But does it do a better title? 100%. It does do a better title. It's more specific to e-platform. It's not specific to all the platforms. And that's what Nifty covers, is all the platforms all at once. That's why Nifty is not as good at eBay specific things as Better Lister is, because Better Lister is just specifically for that, if that makes sense. But yeah, to say it's better just doesn't make any sense. Literally, you're paying more for a service that specifically goes after one platform. If you just do that one platform, it makes sense. But most people aren't selling on one platform anymore. Most people have woken up and realized that, hey, if I cross-list my items to multiple platforms, I get more sales. So why not do that? Why anyone would deal with TikTok if you have police everything you said? I, of course, am not on TikTok. Yeah, the only reason I mentioned this yesterday on TikTok Live at night, the only reason is because right now I have 80 people watching on TikTok. I have 86 on Facebook and YouTube over here. The TikTok live algorithm, what I love to do is TikTok is doing lives, is way better on TikTok. It's way better on TikTok than it is on Facebook and YouTube. Right now, I'm not on like any For You page on Facebook. The only reason you find me is if you follow me and you see that I'm live. That's the only time you find me. Over here on TikTok, if you're just browsing the page, because that's what it is, you just swipe, you're going to find my live. So I'm going to connect with new people that I can teach, as opposed to Facebook and YouTube, I'm just connecting with the people that have already found me, if that makes sense. So yes, I do have to police what I say. There's benefits to every platform, and there's, stuff that holds you back on other platforms. But I really enjoy being able to teach new people and have new people find me. So that's why I like doing TikTok. I hate all the rules. I think eventually they're going to change them, especially when they sell to the American buyer. It's going to change significantly. But for right now, I just got to kind of police what I say, if that makes sense. What are your thoughts on Vendu? I just signed up. I'm not sure about it. Was using Flip. I think that you should have tried signing up for Nifty. That's what I think. I have both linked. Both, and the only reason I have Vendu linked is because it's the only one that cross lists to WN. Other than that, I wouldn't use Vendu. I think Nifty is superior to Vendu. The only reason it wouldn't be superior is if you need to be able to list the marketplace. That's it. Everything else, in my opinion, is better. Delisting, sold inventory, you have to have a device running on Vendu. You don't have to have a device running on Nifty. Sharing, they just came out with sharing on Vendu. It's a lot less superior than Nifty's sharing tool. There's so much more benefits to Nifty. There's very, very, very small benefits. Even the cross listing to WN on Vendu is atrociously bad. You have to cross list, and then you still have to go in and edit your listings after you cross list. It's horrible. The way they have it set up is bad. It's like they just want to have WN and that's it, and they don't care about editing at all because they're the only platform that has it, so they don't have to do anything to make it better because they're the only one that has it. I think that's really, really bad. I think they should be editing all the time. Vendu have to have a web browser open at all times to do the delist. So if you sell something, it doesn't do it through the cloud like Nifty does. So you have to have the app on your phone, and your app has to be running, or you have to be logged in on Vendu on the computer, or as soon as you log in, it'll delist your sold inventory. So that's why a lot of people who use Vendu have multi sales. Like they'll sell something on one platform and sell it on the other, because they don't realize as soon as they sell something, they got to go in and have it delisted for them, if that makes sense. Try Better Lister on how to fix each listing. Titles was the best by far, but wasn't worth the 50 cents to have to combo every listing for errors. Yeah. I mean, and you get so much more stuff with Nifty. I get it. I know the person that promotes it is like, everybody loves that person. That person is very, very smart. Don't get me wrong, but I do believe you're paying for you're paying too much for what you get with that service. If it had everything that Nifty had and then it had what it had, then it would make perfect sense. I'd probably actually use Better Lister. I would drop Nifty and use Better Lister, but it doesn't. That's why I'm still on Nifty. Trust me, if it was a better service, I'd promote it because it'd be easier for get people to sign up, but it just isn't. Eton. This is a linen Eton shirt. This one sold for, how much did it sell for? $32.99. It's a good one. $32.99 plus ship, full price sale. The reason it sold for so much, the Eton, however you pronounce it, I don't pick up this brand too often anymore, but I will pick up the linen ones. The linen ones I will always pick up and sell. I have my listing on Nifty sorted by either imported, created, or sold. The only reason for my SKU to be a bit off because the order of the pics on my phone. Yeah, I don't understand that. I didn't understand the argument at all. I didn't understand it because if you're using your custom SKU field, your items don't have to be in any order, right? They don't have to be in any order on your. As soon as you make a sale, you go into your custom SKU and find the item. It doesn't have to be in an order. I didn't understand it, but maybe they just don't understand how custom SKU works, right? Appreciate the heart me. Meg, you've been on my For You page recently, all over the place. How'd you decide what to put on E versus WN? How do I decide? Everything that goes on the Bay can go on WN and vice versa. So most of the stuff we're selling right now on WN is all consignment. So it's nothing that I'm picking up. It's people sending stuff to me and then I'm selling it for them. That's how it's been working lately. But if I wanted to list anything that you just saw me sell today, I could sell on WN. If I wanted to quick sell it, make some money off it really, really fast. You missed Scott's comment. My bad. I'm all over the place. I missed like 14 comments over here too. I have found you, my Lord, Kaylee. Scott. I sent you some heart puffs yesterday. Yeah, consignment has been great. Consignment's good. If you can build out consignment, the key with consignment is you got to make sure you give your consignor enough money for their items. If you don't, they don't come back and they don't consign with you. So you don't do consignment too early, because if you do consignment too early, then your consignment fails. People are like, hey, I consigned with K-Way, but I only got like $5 per unit, and that's how much I paid for my stuff. So it doesn't make any sense to consign with them, and then the word spreads. But if the word spreads like, hey, I sent my stuff to K-Way and he sold it for really good prices and I made some really good money, word spreads the opposite, and then you build a fire around you. And then I have, literally my DMs are flooded every single day with people asking to consign. And I'm like, I can't take any more in. I wish I could, but I can't. Yeah, it doesn't. It would be like, yeah. Then I would have to do too many shows, and then consigners' money would start to fall. If I did a show every day, I know a lot of people would enjoy that, but I've done shows every day, and I've found that within a month, people get bored. They're like, another K-Way show? Oh my gosh, another show? They're selling the same items he did last week, and it just gets boring. So I have to make sure, I have to be very, very cautious on how many shows I do. That's why we don't do shows every day. A lot of people say, like, why don't you move your entire business over to that platform? People will get bored. I've already done it. People got bored. People got bored of me. I say that every Saturday. Shut up. Switch here now. What's up, Dora? Shut up, Amy. I say that every Saturday. Here he is again. Are having good results from Public Rec men's pants. I haven't found a pair in a while, but Public Rec usually sells pretty quick for me. Although the resale value has gone down from like $50 for the pants down to like $25 to $30 for the pants. So be cautious of that. But I still have good luck with Public Rec. Nifty helped me with 2 eBay stores. What you do is you change your login on your account and hit resync. Okay, so you can use 2 stores. Somebody was asking me that the other day. I didn't know how you could do that. Okay, so you can do that. I guess you could. It would be a lot of work though, because you're constantly having to resync and sync your inventory. So, yeah. Spadeberry owns it. Yeah, I saw that it was sold too. So, but the reason that took off is because of his word. But I think now that it's sold to somebody else, you're probably not going to see many updates on it. You're probably going to see it stay stagnant to where it's going to fall behind. That's what I think. I think the ones that are owned by the companies that first started them, I think it's going to take off. But the whole reason it caught on is because of what he said about it. How many items can fit in those long boxes? Around 20 to 25, depending on what you're putting in. If you're putting more heavier items, jeans, jackets, things like that, you're going to get less. If you're putting shirts and a mix of those two, you're going to get about 20 to 25. I'll send consignment. Works so well because it's more transparent that you're not pulling all the good items for popular e-commerce platforms. Yep. I'm asking for the best of the best for those platforms specifically because I know bringing the best items is going to help grow those platforms. Also, another thing that people don't think about with consignment in that platform is the money's fast, super fast. So as soon as I sell the items and I press the label to ship those items out, the money is sent to me. I already have the money in my account and I can literally send the money to the consigner sometimes same day. Most of the time I have enough money in my accounts to where I can literally send it before I ship it. So usually they get paid out within 24 hours, even if I don't ship. But if I ever come to a situation where I have to ship the items before I can send the money, instant payouts. If you did consignment on other platforms, you would have to wait for the return window to end before you could send the money. So like on the Bay, I would have to wait for the return window of 30 days to end after I sold the item and after the item sat in my inventory for 30 to 60 days before it actually sold. So those people aren't getting paid out for 90 days sometimes before, by the time it sends to me, I list it, put it up on the platform. It doesn't make any sense. But with WN, they ship the items to me. They ship me a box and I say, hey, your box is going to be in this weekend show. They ship it on Monday. I get it on Thursday. I load the show by Saturday afternoon or by Saturday night, Sunday morning. They're already paid out within 1 week. Super fast. I've seen a Mr. Shopping lives and only find them the next day. Those have been done on TikTok recently. I am probably going to do my next one on WN. Although next week I don't think I'm going to do one because we're busy on Wednesday next week. Selling a Posh, I noticed you can't use post office packaging anymore. Yeah, you can only use Ground Advantage. They changed that. They changed that like a couple weeks back. You can order free Ground Advantage supplies. If you just search Posh free Ground Advantage supplies, you're going to find where you can find them. So just Google that. I can't tell you where I am because I'm on TikTok, but you can get free Ground Advantage supplies now and use those. WN, yeah. I can't say the word. If I say certain platforms while I'm live on TikTok, I get violations. I already got a violation earlier today, so I got to be cautious. I wish TikTok would change that, but they probably never will. Ralph Lauren with the Aztec print. I know this looks like a basic Ralph Lauren polo, but when you flip it over, it's got that nice Southwestern Aztec print. On the front, this one sold for $27. I took a best offer on this one, 27 buckaroos. Why no live thrift fund? So I can hit all platforms at once if I do it on TikTok and then download the live and then put it on the other platforms. That's why I chose to do that. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I see the value in doing that. Also, I tend to get more views on the live if I download it and put it on YouTube as a full-length video. You get way more views on it. I go from getting 1,000 views, and that video will live on forever because it's an actual video. So YouTube will push it different than the lives. YouTube doesn't push lives. So if you guys see these lives, you'll see them on your live feed for like 1 day, and then they disappear forever. You'll never see them again unless you go through my profile and find them. So that's why. In your opinion, what's the best day to source? Do you buy pallets? Best day to source depends on thrifts in your area. Some thrifts have sales on Mondays, some thrifts have sales on Wednesdays, some thrifts have sales on Sundays. So you have to go search your thrifts to see what day of the week is the best. Pallets, you have to be very careful with. If you want to buy pallets, you gotta know your margins and know how to offload that stuff really fast. That's my opinion on that. What's up, Jessica? Can you show how your automatically gets your promoted rate? Yeah. You're going to go to advertising at the top, go to dashboard. You're going to create a new campaign. And then after you do so at the bottom, you're going to have your promoted listings campaign, and all my listings are promoted right now. So again, advertising dashboard. Once you click on this, you'll go here. Once you click there, you'll create it. And at the bottom, it'll be at the bottom. Boom, boom. Easy peasy. You have to have a store subscription to be able to do that, I believe. How are y'all able to get such an awesome fold shirt put in the clear bags? So Kayla has videos on this. I also, my listing video on YouTube, Danny, if you go watch that, I remember it, Danny. I show how to fold shirts just like this in the video. So if you want to learn how to fold shirts, yeah, I don't use a folding board or anything like that. It's just a specific way you fold. Once you get used to it, it's just very easy. Very, very easy to get that fold down. All right, next up, we got a pair of Polo Ralph Lauren solid black pants. I always pick these up If I find them cheap enough, they're easy sales. This sold for $27.99 plus ship. Full price sales. Just a pair of solid black Polo Ralph Lauren pants. Easy peasy. I just updated Peter Millar to Ralph Lauren prices, so thanks. Any other brands you would say to do that to? Peter Millar, Ralph Lauren, of course. Untuckit is another one. A lot of times LL Beans, like basic LL Bean flannels, $22.99 plus ship. I think that's it. I can't think of any more. I'm trying to think of any more I can think of right now. Those are a couple. Hi Kayla. Debbie says hi Kayla.
Hey, Debbie.
She's back. She's racking up tonight's show. I receive everything except the regular poly mailers. I know it's no biggie, but I still got plenty of the regular poly mailers. I think they're sold out. That's why everybody ordered a mass amount of those and they don't have any more. Somebody said that in my chat the other day. So just got my padded GA and they're coming. There you go. Yeah, they're probably on back order. They probably didn't realize. Back on TikTok. I am back on TikTok. Appreciate everybody hopping in today. I am back. Finally got unbananaed. So that will promote what's delisted. Yes, automatically. If you list or delist and it lists for you, it automatically gets promoted at your percentage. Thinking of starting to promote my items. What would you recommend to start before or after Q4? Before Q4, do it now and promote at like 5%. If you don't see a huge increase in sales, slowly increase the promotion over time. That's what I would say. Do you ever run a blowout weekend sale? Normally when I run sales, I run them around Christmas time. That's like the only time I do. If I need to move inventory really fast, I just put it on WN and move it really fast. I almost want to hire friends and family to come thrifting with me so we can split up the store. It's smart, but you got to teach them what to look for. That's the key with that. You really got to teach them what they should be looking for. By the way, this is a J. Peterman, men's J. Peterman shirt. It's a good one to look for. It's called the band collar shirt, so always look for this band collar. This one was just listed just a few days ago. I think it was like last week is when I listed this. Sold for $32. J. Peterman band collar shirt. Grab these. J. Peterman has like very like old school style looking clothing, and it sticks out like a sore thumb usually at thrift stores. So grab it. Learned so much from you. I feel like you deserve a percentage of my pension. No, I'm good. I'm just glad. I'm glad I can help. Sorry for so many questions. I sell well and posh, but Mercari and Depop. Do it now and pro. Hold on, I got to sneeze.
Bless you.
It's gonna come. I can't sneeze on camera. I don't know what it is. I sneeze all day, but for some reason on camera I can't sneeze. Anyways, no. Feel free to ask as many questions as you want, G Money. I don't sell very well on those other two platforms either, so I can't sneeze. Do you that number on the title? Do you add that number on the title, the one that's on the bag? No, that's in my custom SKU field. I add my SKU into the custom SKU field. That's only able to be seen by me. When I'm listing on Nifty, Nifty has a custom SKU field that I add that into. And that all can be added by me. Love the shirt. Appreciate it. It's the Lululemon. My cat got near me, so go ahead. Cool. Cool. Okay, I got good news. I got good news for the end of the live. Perfect time for that. That's my last shipping item to ship out to. If you have any last minute questions, feel free to drop in the chat. J. Peterman was featured on Seinfeld. I thought it was made up brand until they started selling clothes. There you go. I don't even know where it's sold, to be honest. I've never seen it before. I've never seen it out in the stores before, so maybe it's just sold online. So Nifty does auto delete. As soon as you make a sale on one platform, it automatically takes it off the others. You don't have to have a device running to do it, unlike other services that you have to have some kind of device running. Nifty will automatically do it. Everything that Nifty does is through the cloud. So when it shares your closet, sends out offers, delist sold inventory, does a delist relist on e-platform, all that stuff, does your analytics. It all does it while your devices are shut off because it's all done through the cloud. It links to those platforms, and as soon as any data comes from those platforms, Nifty picks up that data and adds it in for you. So what's up, Carolyn? Promote your closet. I don't to promote my closet. No. Promote your closet is pay-per-click from what I understand. You never want to do a pay-per-click when you're selling a bunch of random stuff. Pay-per-click is only good if you're like selling light bulbs on Amazon and you want to be the, I shouldn't have said that word. If you want to be the top of search, you're going to do pay-per-click, which means every time somebody clicks on your listing, you got to pay for that click. See, I got it. I knew it was coming. I said that. I said it. I said TikTok's biggest competition. And then bam. I knew it was coming.
Oh, look how perfect this is.
Ooh.
We're gonna do that because
Oh,
it'll
yeah.
be in time for Halloween.
Yeah.
How cute is that?
Is that your size?
Mickey Mouse.
That's a good piece.
It's okay. I've almost kept like 3 things. I have the numbers in my head. What I want.
WN tonight. If you need a Halloween piece, a little spirit jersey. Is this a spirit jersey? No, it's not a spirit jersey, but it's like
It's like perfect.
basically like a spirit jersey piece. That's going to be on tonight's WN show. Can you move items from? Yes. So it's not moving from Vendu to Nifty. It's moving from. I can say it now. eBay. It's moving from eBay to Nifty, so you can download all of your eBay listings into Nifty very, very fast. You just hit sync, and it syncs all your listings in. So you don't need a sync to Vendu. You wouldn't do that. That's a competing service. You would sync to eBay. It takes like to sync like 1,500 listings will take like 5 to 10 minutes. Wayne, go stand in the corner. You're gonna have to put a jar in front of you. Paige, you said it wrong. It's so annoying that I have to like mute myself. So yeah, it's so annoying. So, but yeah, that'll be on tonight's Whatnot show. Hear me? Hear me, TikTok? I said it again. On technical general math, I had 600 sales in a year, and having 6 INADs was very low. Below 2 AI is bad math. I'm not sure. General math, I had 600 sales in a year, and having 6 INADs was really low. Below 2 AI is bad math. I'm not sure what that means, Ralph. I'm not following along with what you're saying. I'm trying to. Anyways, shortly in the next like probably hour to 2 hours, I will be posting a Depop reached out and they said, hey, can you make a video for us? We love your content and we want you to make a video and just promote a thing that we're doing with Depop. So this is my first paid, full transparency, this is my first paid for video. Every single video you see on my account, I've never been paid to make a video, including like Nifty ads and things like that. Never been paid at all. Never, ever, ever. I get paid for affiliate hits, but I don't get paid for videos, if that makes sense. So I'm about to put a video out for Depop probably within the next like 30 minutes to an hour. I just got to connect with them and make sure everything's good. If you guys could go show some support on the video. I tried to make the video more like my content. I made sure that I was allowed to do whatever I wanted to. I didn't want a script. I wanted to be able to basically do my own video. So that's why I haven't put a video out this week, because I've been going back and forth with them and deciding what day I was going to put out the video. It's going to happen today. Everything's good to go. So if you guys could, go support the video, like it, comment, share it. Also, they're doing a thing. So if you've never signed up for Depop, I can say it now because I got a restriction over here. If you never signed up for Depop, you never sold on Depop, I use Nifty cross list to Depop. That's why I sell there. Depop has the least amount of fees as opposed to Mercari. I think Mercari is the least fees, but you never get them at sale on Mercari anyway. But you get less fees over there, so it's better to cross list over there. Just bring your inventory. If you've never signed up, I have a link in my bio right now. If you sign up, you'll get a free week of boosting, and then also you get entered in a competition to win free Depop supplies, shipping supplies. So it's a good time to sign up right before Christmas season. I thought it was a good partnership to do. eBay also reached out to me, but I haven't heard back from them yet. So we'll see what I do with them. But yeah, if you guys could go support it, I would appreciate it. First, like I talked about this last night on TikTok. It's the first time I've ever got paid for a video. I didn't think I would ever get to this point, but it's pretty cool to get to this point, and it's all because you guys supporting the videos and stuff like that. So more of this to come. So yeah, appreciate you guys. That'll be out shortly, so make sure you share it, put it on your stories, whatever you got to do. If you could, I'd appreciate it. Show Depop that we have a really strong community over here, so we can get some more, and then maybe I can have conversations with Depop and the top officials and be like, why can't you have binding offers? Give me a good reason why we cannot have binding offers on Depop. Why is it the fact that I get an offer and I have to take 16,000 offers before I get one sale? So if you want me to have that conversation with them, show some love on this video. They'll probably come back and want more videos, and then I can maybe squeak my way through the back door and try to help everybody out with all that stuff. So what time tonight? It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We might be a little late because we do have a trunk or treat we have to go to that ends right at 8 o'clock. So we're going to try to get back in enough time. But if we can't, we might be like 15 minutes late. I'm going to write something in the comments too. So make sure you come out to that. And we're only going to do 70 items tonight. It's going to be a really quick live. We're still going to have plenty of bangers, but really quick live because it's a Friday night. I think most of you guys want to chill. So videos going to be on every platform: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, everywhere. It's just a short form video. It's 2 minutes long. So we want binding offers. Yes, I'm gonna do my best to get to get in the door and be like, hey, let's talk. Let's talk about what the sellers want instead of what the buyers want. Because if you want to grow your platform, you gotta make the people that are making you money happy. And the way you do that is binding offers. So, is there a way in Nifty to change shipping for multiple items all at once, same time? Example, we have decided you want to change your shipping from $8 to $7. So Tammy, instead of doing it on Nifty, what you should do is do it on eBay. Do it on eBay as a what am I looking for? A business policy, a shipping business policy. As soon as you change it on eBay from 7 to 8, it changes all your listings. You don't need to change it on Nifty. It changes it on eBay itself. And Nifty is just reading whatever you have set up on eBay. It's not gonna, if you change it on eBay to 7 to 8, it's not like Nifty's gonna keep it at 7 because that's what you had before. It's taking your business policy and changing your shipping. So if that makes sense. Never heard about Depop? Well, you just did. And there's a link in my bio. If you sign up, you get that free boosting that already started. And then, yeah, you get entered to win some free shipping supplies. So you might as well. All right, people, I appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll be live on Whatnot later tonight. So make sure you come out. If you haven't signed up, I might as well do it now because I've already got a restriction. If you sign up through the link in my bio, you get $15 to spend absolutely free on Whatnot. All you have to do is create a new account. So that link is in my bio, or if you're watching on Facebook, it's in my pin post. Go get your free money. Come out tonight, hang out, and really short stream tonight. And then tomorrow's Ralph Lauren. So make sure you come out to the Ralph Lauren show. That's going to be